Is it just me, or does Bergie look kind of slow?
Is it just me, or does Ovi miss the net a lot?
Is it just me, or does your bottom six suck donkey balls?
Is it just me, or does Wilson belong in a prison?
Is it just me, or is Ullmark's 5-hole almost as big as your mom's vagina?
Look at him, he thinks he's people. His starting goalie is Greg Anderson. he hired a soccer coach last year. He's gonna trade Jack Eichel for some Canadian poutine.
You know, words hurt, guys.
Yeah, so does watching your hockey team. Get the fuck out of here. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not a dub. Damn it. God, I really wanted this win. Preseason or not, I wanted this win. This was our team versus their team, almost complete. And I gotta say, I feel like we should have won this game. Not because of the play on the ice, but because I like my team way more than their team. So I feel like we should have won. Why doesn't everyone feel like me? Ullmark got the start. That went swimmingly. No, you know what? This isn't my style. I am not, if you've watched the channel for a long time, I'm not the guy who screams and shouts about everything. There are moments, but I'm not a screamer and shouter. I think that's the way I started the channel. And as I settled in and kind of figured out what I wanted this channel to be, it kind of resulted in kind of an even process. I actually tend to be the optimistic one. I tend to explain why things aren't as bad as we feel like they are, or maybe sometimes they are as bad. I'm upset. It's the next morning and I'm still upset. The Red Sox won the wild card game 2 nights ago, but I'm still upset about this more. Ullmark does get the start. He was not stellar. It was his best game, though. There are pros and cons to what we've seen with Ullmark so far. We'll get a little more into that. We do get our first look at Coyle. I thought that went really well. I do think, is he Krejci? No, but I do think he's going to be solid there at 2C, especially with Taylor Hall doing his thing. Whoo! Taylor Hall is a Boston Bruin. Here's the roster. The only players outside of this roster who are still at camp are Kuhlman, Bleed, and Wags, Zaboral, Vach, John Moore, and Grosnick. Everyone else sent down. Like I said, this is as close to our full roster as we're going to get in the preseason, obviously because the preseason's over now. The only change I could see happening for game 1 is Swayman in for Ullmark. For reasons. Here's the Caps roster for tonight. They're pretty much full as well. I don't know their team well enough. I know they still have some bottom 6 battles going on. That's a lot of NHL players, a lot of NHL experience going against our boys. Puck drops. And the McAvoy-Forbort pairing is still a pairing. I don't get it, and I don't like it. And I'm starting to get to that point where you can't convince me that I'll like it. I have seen nothing from Forbort that makes me feel like he's a good match for McAvoy, outside of the fact that McAvoy can cover for him. But that means our first pairing is already hindered because Forbort is the slowest guy on the team. And that's kind of saying a lot. What I was happy about is 3.5 minutes into the game, it's an offensive zone start, and Mac and Grizz are pairing. It appears that when we can take advantage of starting position on the ice, Cassidy is okay splitting up those defensive pairings. I'm fine with that. Because Mac and Grizz are never going to lose their chemistry by not having 22 minutes on the ice together. I still think they should have 22 minutes on the ice together because they're so fucking elite when they're together. But if you're going to just utilize them together in offensive zone starts, fine, great, do it. At least that's something, because I deserve something. Also 3:30 in, Ovi to the penalty box for cross-checking to the power play. There's not going to be a lot of power plays for us, but there are going to be a lot of penalties in this game, and there's going to be a lot of cross-checking in this game. No dice to the power play, but 7:30 into the game, and it is a great, great shift by the second line. They are crushing the Caps into their zone against the Caps top line as well, which is always nice to see. Second line's going to work, and Marchand comes in as a transition change. He flies high up in the slot with the puck, shoots a hard wrister, low on net. It gets saved, but Smith and Coyle are right there, piling on top of Vitek Vanacek. Coyle's the one who ends up getting it on his stick and bats it in. Here's the trick. It gets reviewed. He kicked this puck in. I cannot tell if his stick hit it before it crossed the goal line. But he absolutely kicked this puck in. 100%. 100%. If that's not a kick, I don't know what is. The ruling on the ice stood as a goal. And I think it stood as a goal for two reasons. It is kind of hard to tell if his stick gets there and he hits the puck in after he kicked it, which would make it a legal goal. The second reason is maybe the refs were like, hey, fuck you, it's a preseason game. Why are you challenging a goal? Which they're not. The Caps aren't the first team to do this, obviously, this season, in the preseason. But it was kind of funny. So 1-0, score doesn't matter. We know this preseason. If this was regular season, I think Caps fans would have a bigger leg to stand on. Not like they need it anyway, because they ended up winning the game. Spoiler alert! They won the shootout, too. Shootout sucked. So it's a good goal. 1-0. 20 seconds later, Marchand with a fast break, all alone, gets stoned 5-hole. We got stoned 5-hole a lot in this game. We had a little success there, too. The Caps did not get stoned 5-hole. Like, at all. 6 minutes left. Penalty kill for cross-checking. Off we go. And there was a big scare because it looked like they were about to call high sticking on our boys 30 seconds into this. But it was just Forbort lifting Mantha's stick into Oshie's face. So by the transitive property, is that a high stick? Sort of, but you can't call it that way. So we're good. No penalty on the play. Let's move on. Oh, 30 seconds later. Still a minute left of this penalty kill. Let's go to 5v3. This time, it's Foligno for high sticking. We do kill both of these. Our penalty kill looked amazing through this entire game. Problem is, if you have 14 penalty minutes, which we did, eventually one's going to squeak in. We'll get there too. I'm spoiling everything. Period ends 1-0. Ullmark is terrifying. He's frantic. He's all over the place. He's not bad. This is not me insulting him. But his style is so far away from what Tuukka's is, and I'm very used to Tuukka's style. Halak's style, which was closer to Tuukka than it was fucking Vladar. It's that very athletic movement across the crease, flying around, but he's losing his post at times, and his legs are wide open all the time. Didn't allow a goal in the first. There were plenty of chances against him. Didn't allow a goal. So I don't want to criticize him there. But it's a scary style to watch. Like, can you imagine if Jonathan Quick was your goalie? God, that's terrifying, is it not? And somehow the puck's just staying out? Not now, obviously, but like 10 years ago. 29 seconds into the second period, and Pasta is going for tripping in the O-zone. So fucking, I hate those. I hate those. Big oof. The bright spot out of this is, once again, Freddie is looking really good on the penalty kill. Really okay with that. If he's going to be a fourth-line PK specialist guy, yes, absolutely, Freddie. Prove me wrong with every shift. I had a lot of predictions about how Freddie would not make the opening night roster. I did not like what I was seeing from him in the preseason early on. He is improving with every shift. That is huge. Good news for Bruins fans. 7 minutes in, and it's just really, really nice possession by the Caps. It's the second period Bruins, man. We're just getting buckled left and right. And Jensen feeds Ovi in the slot. Ovi is just, I mean, he's not alone, but no one's on him. He pounds it into Ullmark. Ullmark makes the first save, but it bounces out to the right side. Too many Bruins players congested into Ullmark. I don't know if that's a lack of trust of their goalie initially, or they're just losing the play and getting frantic. Probably the latter. But the puck comes out to Kuznetsov, who was a wide open glove side, just smashes it right in. That's 1-1. God, then 30 seconds later. Okay, to be fair, it's 56 seconds later, but Riley has a bad turnover in the neutral zone. Puck gets fed up to Wilson, who has a clean breakaway. No one's even close, and he just forehand, backhand, 5-hole. Legs are wide open, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's 2-1. Second period Bruins, baby. We're back. We're back. 6:30 left in the period, and we're not feeling great about ourselves right now, but Coyle has an awesome pass to Smith in the neutral zone. Just a beautiful tape-to-taper. Smith takes the offensive zone and fires a really, really hard wrister right on Vitek Vanacek. Now, Vitek thinks he has the puck. He thought he swallowed it up. But really what happens is the puck hits him, bounces just a couple inches in front of him, and Taylor Hall is the fastest human on skates. Not really, but like in this game he was. Flies up, and just right around VTech throws it in the net. It's an error. If this was baseball, that would count as an error, but it's 2-2. I'll fucking take it. And the second period has not been fun. We do have some life late in the second period, which is nice to see. We tend to be like that late in any period. But I'm just frustrated with this game, man. 2-2 going out of the second. We do take a penalty with 4.3 seconds left in that period. It is DeBrusk clearing the puck over the glass, which would frustrate you. But what it really was is a face-off in our zone, and DeBrusk and Wilson are manhandling each other, just trying to get to the puck. DeBrusk won the fight and tried to go glass and out, but ended up flipping it over the glass. That's a positive thing for DeBrusk. I don't care. That penalty sucked, sure. That was a positive thing for DeBrusk. Third period, puck drops, starting on the PK, kill it. 30 seconds after we kill that, we take another penalty. Cliffy for cross-checking. We kill that one too! Penalty kill looked really good. Really, really good. Took 7 penalties. Really good. Lazar will take another hard cut to the net and just obliterates Vanacek. Eventually he has to start shooting and not just running goalies. He's going to hurt someone, including himself, who he did go down the tunnel. I do not have any news on him right now. I don't think it's anything major, but we will see. 7:30 left, and it's another penalty. This time it's McAvoy for cross-checking on 2 different people. So it's 4 minutes of penalty kill with 7.5 minutes left in a tie game. This cross-checking change is... We're struggling with it, that's for sure. 1 minute into that, 4 minutes, and it's just Ovi with an incredible play. He gets fed the puck on the left point, and before he settles the puck, it's off his stick again, toward the net, hard and low, and Ovi is just there to tip it. He's gliding across the slot, tips it right over Ullmark's glove. That was beautiful. You can't get mad at any of that. Holy shit. It was such nice puck movement, and I hate to credit anybody on the Caps for anything. This was awesome. What a goal. So it's 3-2, and we still have 2 minutes to kill. We do kill those 2 minutes. 3:30 left in the game. Ooh, Hall of Famer. He's coming through the neutral zone. He sees Pasta has a step on the defense, so he whips it off the backboards behind VTech Vanacek. It bounces off the wall perfectly to the right of the net. Pasta comes in, loads up for a fat clapper! But it's a fake. He collects the puck, moves to the right. Vanacek opens his legs, and boop, 5-hole. Got him! Boom! Do the kids still... I don't know if I'm doing that right. I don't know how to dab. I'm not much of a dabber. So, anyway, that's a tie game. We're going to overtime, baby, and it's the worst. It's the worst. Of course, we go to overtime against the Caps. I don't know what happened here. McAvoy tried to force a pass deep into the neutral zone from our defensive zone. It obviously gets bumped away. Oshie collects the puck in his defensive zone, and Bergeron's pursuing, as you do. But Marchand, who's like 8 feet behind Bergie, also decides to pursue? I do not understand it at all. So it's an easy feed for Oshie to send it up to Mantha on the 2-on-1. We take away the pass. Mantha beats Ullmark 5-hole. Again. We do go to a shootout. Ullmark does make a crazy save on Oshie. Just kicks the left leg back after he bites super hard on Oshie's deke. So, like, good but bad at the same time. We lose the shootout, though. DeBrusk scores. Blocker side. It's the same shot you saw with the glove side, just on the blocker side this time. Fast off the stick. Sprong scores 5-hole again. Kuznetsov beats him blocker side. Ullmark, let's talk about this. I am not going to complain about Ullmark after this game. Not every goal was his fault. But he has yet to make the big save that keeps us in a game, which is worrisome. Again, he's only played a couple of games. He's coming off an injury. It's a new defensive structure. All of these things lend ourselves towards patience. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Swayman is my starter day one. And whether that's fair or not, it's the truth. Because Swayman's used to the system. Swayman's better in the system right now. He gives us the best chance to win a game. Why would we not start Swayman? Ullmark has been inconsistent. He's way too much movement. Pucks are getting through him. They're just simply getting through him. We start Swayman. Swayman should get the majority of the starts. I'm not asking for a 12-3 split over a month. I'm asking for a 9-6 split over a month, where Swayman gets 9 games, Ullmark gets 6. He'll learn the system. He'll have plenty of games. Every third game is still good. I don't care about the contract. I don't care about the age, seniority, any of that bullshit. Who gives us the best chance to win? That's Swayman in my eyes right now. I am not out on Ullmark, and he could steal that starting job back. He has not earned it yet. That's not an insult. That is simply fact. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But he hasn't shown anything that would give you a bunch of confidence going into the season. He just has enough excuses behind him for us not to panic. Right? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. 14 penalty minutes. Not going to win many games like that. I don't know. I don't have anything for that. We were like that last year. It's stupid. I hate it. I don't know. Power play looked great, even though we didn't score a goal. A lot of puck movement. I thought some really nice chances out of it. Penalty kill was awesome, even though they allowed a goal. Really consistent pressure, getting inside of lanes. I liked it a lot. Awesome. Both of our special teams, I think, should be pretty good this year, which is nice. Third line struggled at times, but there were some highlighted shifts, so we'll see how they continue to gel. Fourth line, kind of the same story. They kind of look like what a fourth line should be, though. Hard checking, don't let plays get behind you, do your job. I'm not nervous about our bottom 6, but again, our top 6 has to carry the load of scoring. But if it can be our top 6 scoring and not just our top 3, that's still improvement, right? Cliffy has been really solid. He really has been. Riley, Carlo, Grizz, Mac have been awesome. I am going to complain about Forbort in his contract for the next 3 years. I just know it. And it's way too early to say that. But I have seen literally nothing that gets me even close to $3 million a year for this guy. He is slow as dirt. It is unbelievable how slow he is compared to those around him. He turns the puck over in our defensive zone, making him a liability where he's supposed to be good. The puck dies on his stick offensively because what does he do? What is my biggest pet peeve of a defenseman in the offensive zone? He shoots it into the first guy in front of him from the point every time. Like, if you know you're going to hit the guy, send it around the boards at least. An absolute travesty of a contract so far. It's so early to say that. I was out on it when they signed the contract, and this isn't me just trying to be right. This is me watching a guy who's not playing well, and who, when I watched last year, didn't play well. I don't know what you want from me on this. The guy's not good. He's not good. I so hope he proves me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me. But holy shit, this guy is worse than I thought he was. That's saying a lot. I'm super out on Forbort. Do we have a better replacement for him? Like, is Zboril really just that going to change? No, probably not. But I would be complaining about Zboril if he was playing like that. Oh, God. Shit, if we got Martinez and he was playing like that, I would have been complaining. I would complain about anyone playing like that. So we lose, and I'm bitter about it, and I'm upset. And this video is probably too long. And this is before I even calculate the opening skit. All right, guys, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. You get it. You're smart people. You understand. Didn't even say it earlier in the video. October 16th, start of the season. Games matter against Dallas, which is, I think, a pretty good team. A pretty good team. I'm excited about it. Shout out to I Want a Sandwich on YouTube. They are going to that game. Excited to see what they say about it, being live there. I believe they said they've never been to the Garden, so everyone give them some love in the comments, if you will. And I will see you guys before the season starts. I think I'm going to do one more video kind of previewing, life and the team. Why am I so upset by a preseason game? I am. I'm really upset about this game. It's fine. It's fine. Go Bees!